Hello and welcome to today's webinar. We will be talking about networking with executives and how to make the most of your opportunity. This is hosted by Career and Professional Development at Claremont Graduate University. We're so glad that you could join us today. Our agenda for today, we will be talking about preparing for the event, introductions, etiquette and conversation, and maximizing the opportunity. So how do you prepare for an event? You know that you're going to this networking event. You want to be prepared, but you're not quite sure what to do. One thing that's really important and first and foremost is researching the executive. So if you know who's going to be at the event, if it's the speaker or a panel, or even who's going to be in the audience, this is going to help you figure out what are some common themes or what are some shared interests I have that I can ask them about? How can I have a conversation with them? So researching that speaker, if researching their company, and then preparing some thoughtful questions based out of that. You want to come prepared. You don't want to just be frivolous with this time, really. You want it to maximize it. Another thing is to prepare your elevator pitch, and that's basically how you introduce yourself. And that is so important because you really have about 10 to 30 seconds to gain someone's interest when you are introducing yourself. You want to have a clear, concise message and be engaging with them. And so being able to introduce yourself in that 30-second, what's often called elevator pitch, is really important, and to practice it. You don't want to read it as if it's rote or memorized. You want it to really flow free, and you want it to be warm and engaging. And then another way to prepare for an event is how you dress. And so really thinking about what is the occasion, what environment is it? Where's this being held at? What's the weather going to be? Is it outside? Is it inside? What are other people going to be wearing? And so really how you present yourself and how you dress is really important. People do make assumptions based on how you dress. Also, there's that confidence level. I mean, oftentimes when I dress up, I feel more confident. I feel like I can talk with anyone in the room. Whereas if I'm kind of scruffy looking or really casual, I might be hesitant to go up and talk with someone. So think about how you want to present yourself and what makes you feel good. You want to choose something that you feel really good in and you feel confident. Introductions is also important, not just introducing yourself like the elevator pitch, but how do you introduce other people and how you pay to other people. So a proper introduction of yourself and of others is very key in that business setting. I know we often have experienced that time when you are at an event, you're with a friend or a colleague, they go up and they're talking with someone they know and they don't introduce you. And it's very awkward because you're not quite sure how to interrupt their conversation or how to say hello or to introduce yourself. And so be mindful of the people that you're with and be willing to introduce them to people that you know, as well as being prepared to introduce yourself. And so we've just put an example on the screen of a simple introduction. Hello, my name is Deborah. I'm a second-year MBA student and I'm specializing in finance. I'm particularly interested in investment banking and I am hoping to gain insights into the industry today. So it can be something simple like that, but again, that preparation is key. Name tags. We often have this little game. What side do you put your name tag on? And really, if you are right-handed and you tend to reach out with your right hand when you shake hands with someone in your first meeting, you would want to put your name badge on your right side. Because as you can see in this picture, the woman on the right, her name badge is in plain view as she sticks out her hand to introduce herself. And so always be thinking about that. When the hands connect, the eyes and the right side of the body are your first point of contact with another person. So etiquette and conversation. I'll confess that years ago I was extremely shy and really nervous about meeting new people. I had no idea what to talk to them about. And so it's really important to be prepared of not just that etiquette, but how do I converse with people? What will I be saying to them? So one of the things as far as etiquette with an event is arriving on time. As much as possible, plan ahead, allow yourself some extra time, make sure that you're on time. And that's really showing respect to the person and to the event itself. Especially if there's a speaker, you don't want to arrive late and interrupt their speech. Another way is really having that active listening. And active listening is, it is what it sounds like. You are actively listening as you're talking with someone. As they're talking to you, you're not sitting there thinking of, oh, what am I going to say next? You're actually taking in what they're saying and being very contemplative and asking some thoughtful questions back to them. So it's not about, ooh, I want to have all these things I want to say and I don't really care what they're saying. It's really showing them that you care and you value what they're saying. And then proper etiquette too, like what, with food, that proper etiquette, not coming hungry so that you're eating too much, and beware of what you're eating and allowing yourself to still be able to talk with other people. Also, you want to think about the words you're using. So not using curse words, not using slang, and really being careful about your speech in that way to, again, show respect to other people. And then finally, that conversation is just, you can research. I know it sounds silly, but you can research just some basic conversation starters, just those questions. What do I ask someone to start a conversation? What are some topics that I should talk about? What are topics I should avoid? And so thinking ahead of kind of having that in your back pocket of, okay, I have these 5 questions that I've prepared to start a conversation with someone. And again, going back to that research about the company, the industry, or the person, you have those thoughtful questions prepared. So you could ask about the company. You could ask about what challenges do you foresee coming up for your company, or what are you facing now? What are you looking for in your workforce? So these are all types of conversations and those questions that can start a great conversation with someone. Lastly, we want to talk about maximizing the opportunity. We would hate for you to attend these events and get nothing from it and have that conversation just stop there. What you would really want to do is ask to connect with the executive or the alum. Ask if you can keep in touch with them. Maybe you have some knowledge about what they talked about and you want to offer assistance to them. You can ask, I just read this article and it's right in line with what you talked about. I'd love to send it to you. Can I have your email? Can I connect with you on LinkedIn? I'd love to stay in touch. Or I'd love to talk more with you about this. Would you have time for a coffee chat or a 20-minute phone call or virtual meeting? And then developing that relationship, keep it ongoing. So as you're reading about things or learning new things that really pertain to what that person talked about or to their company or who they are, being able to reach out to them and share that information, that keeps that conversation going, that develops that relationship with them. And that's something that's really key and important. And one of the things we tell students is that networking is 80% of the job search. So it's so important to network and to really be strategic in how you're developing relationships and make it a two-way street. Don't just look at it like I want to get something from them. But again, if you have something to offer them, if you have some skill that they would benefit from, think about that. How can I help them? What information can I give to them so that you're helping each other through this whole process? One of the things our office does is we put on different workshops throughout the year. And so we have a workshop, Mastering Professional Protocol, Essential Etiquette for Success, coming up in September. So this is an extended version. It has additional items in it about etiquette and really setting yourself up for success. We'd love to have you join us. That's going to be during the lunch hour Pacific time. And we do offer it in hybrid format. So we have the in-person in Berkeley, and we will have a Zoom set up at the same time so you can participate. If you're not able to join, we will put that recording up on our website under our engagement page. And so you will be able to find that, as well as different past events that we've done. We are on social media, so we'd love to have you connect with us and follow us on our social media sites. We do post different events that we're doing. We post career tips and different articles. We also will repost job opportunities that we come across. So we'd love to have you follow us and keep current with what's going on in our office. You can scan the QR code and that will show our website, our main page. Again, we have a lot of resources on there for you as a student, as well as the engagement page. We'd love to have you interact with us, to schedule an appointment with us. That's done through Handshake. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our office. We'd love to help you on your career journey. Thank you so much.